Greetings, Erik Bakker, the naturopath from New Zealand. Thanks for coming back. I'm wearing white today, have you noticed? I keep getting these comments from people saying you're an ND, not a doctor. You should get the heck off YouTube. So this is my white protest because, yes, correct, I'm not a doctor, but I'm also not a fool. I'm here to try and teach people some information. So if you want to give comments like I'm not a doctor, go and see a doctor and tell a medical doctor that. I don't really care. Anyway, let's get back to what I'm doing. What are the health benefits of lychee? I've got a lady asking me this question here from the UK, from England. Can you please explain what the benefits, are there any weight loss benefits for lychee? You may know about lychee, you may have seen lychee. It's kind of red, rubbery kind of thing. Almost looks like some sort of a toy for a kid. When you open it up, it's got this white pulp inside and a nice brown seed in that, and it's absolutely delectable to eat. If you ever have the opportunity to try lychee or lychee, or they might have other names, there are also other fruits I discovered when I was in Australia called rambutans, which I think are like a lychee. So I found these going right up north to a place called Cairns, north of Queensland, and they've got lots of different tropical fruits, like the five fingers and all these sort of weird kind of fruits. Dragon fruit, another crazy one. So lychee is one of my favorites. But what about weight loss? Is it any good for that? Well, if you do a bit of a Google search, you'll find that some people say it's crap. They put it in the watermelon category and the date category and categories of high GI glycemic index foods, saying it's got too much sugar in it to assist in weight loss. Well, I beg to differ, because I haven't met many people that are going to eat a whole bathtub full of lychees. You usually get sick of them after about 4 or 5 of them. It's not the kind of fruit you're going to gorge yourself on, like eat 10 pounds of it in one sitting. It just doesn't happen. So sure, you can analyze a fruit from that kind of a sweet content and say, well, it's got a GI of 70, GI index, therefore it's no good for. What would you rather people have? Eat Mars bars, Kentucky Fried Chicken nuggets? What would you rather them have? I mean, for goodness sakes, let people eat stuff like this. They're not going to eat, as I mentioned, buckets of it. Lychee is a fantastic food. It's high in fiber. It's very high in vitamin C. It's got many unusual nutrients in it. Sometimes it can be hard to get. Particular types of flavonoids are in there, I believe. It's also got antiviral properties. Right? So there's certain nutritional contingent factors found in lychee that are unique to it, certain trace elements. So from what I've read up on it, it's great for the heart, it's good for bone structure. It's also good for curbing appetite. It's got a high fiber content, so that tends to slow things down in the gut. So many people bag these kind of sweet fruits saying they're bad and you'll only gain weight. But in my experience, working for a long time with people, if you sit a patient down or person down with a bag of potato chips, a container of chicken nuggets, and a bucket of lychees, who's going to eat the most? Well, the lychee person's going to get sick of after about 6 or 7 lychees, but the guy or the lady eating the KFC will probably gobble all that down real quick and then want more. Chemicals are added to these kind of man-made foods to make people want to eat more. But nobody adds chemicals to lychees. This is a natural food growing out of the ground. All right? And remember the old saying, if it grows out of the ground, if it runs around on the ground, and if it grows underground, it's probably okay to eat. I didn't say it's always okay to eat, because obviously, there are some things like cacti and poisonous things you can't eat, but lychees are a fine food to eat, and I quite endorse them, not from a weight loss perspective, because I don't think they're an ideal food to lose weight with, but they're really going to help your digestive system quite a lot. If you've got access to lychees, you try just to get half a dozen of them and enjoy them after a meal. And like me, once you've tried them once or twice, you'll become addicted to them. They are absolutely delicious to eat. But as I mentioned, you soon get sick of them, and too much of a good thing's bad. But enjoy them for what they are. They're really good. Thanks for the question.